I think it's an amazing window, Larry, into the psyche of Tiger Woods, that even as he is, quote unquote, apologizing, you wonder, and I hope I'm wrong on this, but you do wonder if in fact he feels worse about getting caught than he does about cheating on his wife.
That was sports reporter Christine Brennan on Larry King Live. It seems no one's immune to temptation, even the wholesome cast members on Sesame Street, namely Kermit the Frog. He and his paramour, Miss Piggy, appeared on NBC's Today. Listen.
Yeah, really, seriously. Don't look that way because...
What just happened?
Nothing.
Al?
Yeah, we're fine now.
You were looking that direction. Tell me what happened.
Everything's fine.
Well,
I thought you were supposed to turn into a prince now, right?
He planted one on her.
Do I have to release an official statement like I strive to be a better amphibian?
You know what?
And to all those people who've supported me.
Yeah, the joke's on you, Natalie, because that's how I got sick.
You know you're in trouble when Kermit and Miss Piggy are making fun of you. Phone lines lighting up. Sonia, Tennessee, question or thought?
Hi, I have a question, Jane.
Yeah.
I have a question for the lawyers. Where is it written in any law books that he has to pay his mistresses off? Because they were willing participants. It takes two to tango. And my comment is, I think it was great, noble for him to ask the people to forgive him. But first, he needs to seek God's forgiveness, and he would do the rest.
All right, ma'am. A good question, Raul Felder, noted defense attorney.
It seems to be two questions there. About his forgiveness, I was unimpressed. I don't know how the other panelists felt about it. It seems to me he failed PR 101. He let the bleeding go on, and then he, on the blogosphere, he said this thing that I have all these values and so forth, and I'm sorry I disappointed. So that's not a real apology to me. The second thing, the first question I thought was, why do the mistresses get money? They get money because he wants to shut them up, I guess. There's no law that says they get any money. This was an adult relationship.
Let me jump in, Raul, and divorce attorney is what you are. Okay, so let's leave the alleged mistresses aside. We don't know that they got any money.
No, I don't know they got any money.
What
but
about this prenup? I mean, everybody's fascinated with this prenup. If he's in an unhappy marriage and he wants to get out of it, and she would not get any money until they're married for 10 years, why doesn't he just let the marriage end, and wouldn't she walk away with very little?
Well, she'll walk away with a great deal less, but he's trying to salvage a very serious situation here. He makes $17 million a year from golf and $100 million a year from endorsements. So these endorsements may evaporate, may go down the tube, and he's trying to salvage his image and all of this stuff. And so he wants to.
So are you telling me that he would stay in a marriage where he's not happy? And I say, whereas he is allegedly cheating or has acknowledged he's cheating, therefore he's not happy. You're saying he would stay in an unhappy marriage just to continue to make millions of dollars?
In a New York minute, Jane. Yeah.
My question for Raul. I have a question for Raul. I thought a prenup cannot be changed. Isn't that the reason for a prenup to begin with?
Well, yeah, but prenups are alive and well living in America. Prenups stand up, but
they can be renegotiated.
Yeah, they can be renegotiated. That's exactly what's happening.
So the prenups are being rewritten as bad as a bad movie, I guess.
But Tiger Woods' wife right now, if you look at it, everything's negotiable in America, but the truth is she has so much leverage right now. If it is coming down to a business, agreement.
But a marriage isn't supposed to be a business agreement.
Absolutely
That's the whole
not.
point. We have commoditized everything.
If I may jump in for just one
moment.
moment.
Let me just finish my thought. I think that we have commoditized everything in this country, and that is part of our soul sickness in America today. We've commoditized marriage. We've turned marriages, and even having babies, into reality shows. We get endorsement deals based on the fact that we're happily married family men who play great golf. So when you start making millions off your image, you got to be held accountable. Okay, now we're hearing from Tiger and Elyn's matchmaker. Elyn was a nanny for pro golfer Jesper Parnevik. When he introduced her to Tiger in 2001, Jesper had this to say about the Tiger sex scandal. Listen to this.
Smile from your Rachel. No big deal.
Would feel especially sad about it, since I'm kind of feel a little bit sorry for Elyn, since me and my wife were at fault hooking her up with him, and we just probably thought he was a better guy than he is then, and I would probably just have to apologize to her and hope she uses a driver next time and then a 3-iron, I would say.
Danny Bonaducci, he is not thinking this is a big joke. He's upset that he even introduced Elin to Tiger.
Well, you know, it's funny that he takes it quite so seriously when really, historically speaking, like that young lady called up and said first he needs to find God's forgiveness. Well, God forgives him. The Old and New Testament are just chock full of infidelity and adultery. King David sent Uriah to be killed so he could marry Bathsheba, who he had already had an adulterous relationship. So God's good with Tiger. What I think is happening here is just a negotiation that Tiger Woods is worried about his image. Yeah. He does make more money off endorsements than he does off playing golf. But I think he's pretty much set. At this point, I think you should just do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, okay, we'll be back in 2 seconds with more opinion on Tiger.
If I could hit a ball 350 yards and land it on a potholder, and people reach out to try to touch me, and guys are paying me $100 million just to put their name next to mine, maybe I start thinking I am a superstar. Maybe I think I am Superman. And so you start thinking you can get away with anything, but you can't.
That was sports writer Rick Riley on Larry King Live. You know, this whole saga has given late-night comedians so much material to work with. Check out Conan O'Brien on The Tonight Show.
One of the women who claims she slept with Tiger Woods says that they never talked about golf during sex. Yeah. However, contractually, Tiger was obligated to talk about Nike, Gatorade, and American Express. He had to. There's a lot of money in that.
Well, now there's speculation that Tiger could lose some endorsement, but Nike said they're standing by him. Well, sure, what's their slogan? Just do it, right?
I don't know, how do you even know who this is making the call? It could be anybody.
Hey, it's Tiger.
Okay, no, that's him. Little hint for the fellas out there, when you leave an incriminating message on your mistress's voicemail, skip past your name.
And take a look at these headlines. Got to go full screen for this one, guys. Daily News, will Mrs. Woods stay? And we've got the New York Post here. They've always got the funniest ones. I'm a cheetah. You know what? I got to ask Danny, and then I'm going to ask Mary Jo, why the cheating? In other words, Danny, you're admitting you cheated on your wife. Why did you cheat?
Because it was fun.
Yeah,
that's why we do almost everything. You asked, what does Tiger Woods feel worse about? Cheating on his wife or getting caught cheating on his wife? Let me tell you, he felt worse getting caught. Cheating on your wife is physically fun, or you wouldn't do it. Getting caught, you get yelled at, and you have to write big checks. Don't get married. That's what I say, Mary Jo. I mean, okay, you had the opposite situation. You were a woman. Your husband left for another woman, namely a very famous woman. How did that make you feel, the rejection?
Oh, fantastic. No, I mean, it doesn't, my you know, story is public, just like Tiger Woods' wife. But I mean, the fact is, it's horrible betrayal. I mean, it's terrible, terrible betrayal. And you know, the whole thing about the Tiger Woods or the John Edwards, these powerful men who engage in these, you know, affairs and think that they're above everything and they're not going to get caught. It's a weird psychology, you know, and I don't understand it. And there's, I suppose, lots of men out there who don't cheat and are faithful to their wives. And
I just say don't get married if you think that you are going to cheat.
Well,
just
first of all,
keep
I don't
it light
understand.
and
people
breezy.
say, but people say that that's a natural conduct for men, that they just do it. That's your argument. Wouldn't that be your argument, Danny, that essentially men are programmed to do that?
No, because that's actually just too easy. It's built into our DNA to repopulate the earth. No, how about this? That I think it's unpatriotic to be monogamous. Thomas Jefferson, the author of the Declaration of Independence, had no problem sleeping with Sally Hemings. Benjamin Franklin, the guy who invented the bifocals, notorious tramp.
Thank you for the history lesson, Danny Bonaducci. Thank you, fantastic guest. We're going to stay on top of this and come back to you soon.